Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 447, the wormhole. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys have had an amazing weekend. Wow, did I ever have some fun this weekend at the Bigfoot Lodge. Wow, a lot of fun, no doubt. Ill Jester, how you doing? Let me get my chat popped in here. Right. What's up with you? How was your weekend, Ill Jester? There we go. Got the live chat going. UBF, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh, I don't know why I'm typing instead of just calling it out. Stu Moo, Southern BT Grower, Dirt Road Dude, Alex Boychef. Cheers, guys. How you doing? Joe Y. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was looking for my book, so I put UBYF in. Man, so many other great people I gotta put in there too. Naughty Nikki, cheers to you as well. You were missed this weekend. Was hoping he was gonna show with all the other great folks that showed up this weekend. 2042 Spacewalker, you shortened your name on me. Sir Howard, cheers to you, my friend. Man, it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. Man, I wish all of you could have attended this weekend to the fucking Bigfoot Lodge, man. I think anybody and everybody who was there will tell you you missed a great event, 100%. The out-of-staters that showed up will tell you Michigan is a fun place to be. Eagle, did you get the Bigfoot high? I wish. I was telling multiple people that I think it would have been funny to just have a Bigfoot suit, just have wander through the fucking campsite to just kind of fuck with people a little bit. And yes, I would have fucking got him your boy Front. Nice. I wish I could have been there. I just started a job. Man, that sucks. That sucks. Because you would have had some fun. Not that the job wasn't important, but a little me time is important too, I like to think. Man, I got work piled up around here. Dang, bro, cheers, and how are you doing? It's your IG. I have to check it out. Of course, we are enjoying a little bit of murk in the background. Really? I might have to try to get down there for that, Nikki. That's a good tune by Mark. How was the flower you brought? Did they enjoy it? Did they sell more dryers? Oh man, everybody enjoyed the flower that I brought. Unfortunately, the flower I put in there to smoke was not ready, which was a kind of a wah on my part, but man, we had a weather front come in, which kind of changed conditions a little bit. No excuses, but yeah, I'd like to meet MB2. I've tried to get him on the show several times. Of course, it was nice hanging out with Smiley's Gardens this weekend. Chicha B, Modern Genetics, Red Eye Rustler, Jason Stone, of course, Stony Rockefeller, all the folks over there at the MBS crew, Nut Tree 420. Guys over there at Caribou TV, I got to meet. Pretty cool, pretty cool. DL, nice to meet you, my friend. Nice to meet you. What are you guys smoking on? What are you guys smoking on? I'm getting ready to clean up this tray, which mostly I'll Super Skunk by Prometheus Soil. Oh yeah, I forgot Prometheus. That was fucking nice hanging out with you, my friend. Very, very wise gentleman indeed. Yeah, the tornado did miss us. We did get a good good shot of rain Saturday night, Saturday midday, but it soaked us and moved on its way and left us home. Left us with a nice day after that. I was reading Joe Wise comment, Marshall. Did you make it home yet? I doubted his next stop was a long ways away before he hit home. But I almost forgot. Yeah, I did get to meet martial artist 2012. Cool ass dude as well. Man, I hate doing that because I'm always forget somebody. This weekend was meeting a lot of great folks. If I didn't miss you in the shout out there, I am sorry. Of course, another great person I got to meet this weekend, Johnny Green Films 710. Of course, Michigan Wildflower 710. Other great folks you should be following as well. What up, Decoy Bacon? Ace Boog 20 or 3223. Man, I think I seen you too. You should have stopped. If you seen me, you should have fucking stopped. Always got time to hang out and meet people. Never avoid the opportunity. I love meeting new people. Smoking on some CSITKS1. That sounds pretty fucking good. Smoking some God Dog It. That sounds a little different. Haven't heard that one. Where in the hell is my roller? Oh well, I know how to roll, right? Right. So who's out there that has that number? Wants to pop in, man. Everybody's probably whooped. Modern Genetics is a lot of fun hanging out. That dude's funny. You'll get a chance to hang out with Modern Genetics. He is a funny dude. Ned Denver, cheers to you. Nice to see you. Would have been nice to see you. Wish you could have made it to the Bigfoot Lodge as well. Yeah. I was struggling with a lot that hill kicks. All good. It's always another time. Johnny Kane to see popping in. Find that admit button. Grab my headphone. What up, Johnny?
What's up, Eagle? Just got my power back. I lost you. I don't hear you anymore.
How long you been without?
About I'd say about 3 hours.
For what? How'd you lose power? Is it raining?
We had a major storm, and it looked just like the kind of crap that's going on in over there with Captain 420, you know, over there in Taiwan.
Uh,
And it's crazy, crazy rain we had. It looked like a tsunami, you know.
we got we got a piece of that where we were yesterday for a little while. I'd say for about a half hour. They came down in buckets. There was a little bit of a tornado threat. I heard at one point. But in fact, they were asking in chat if the tornado had got us, but no. I mean, it literally like the road to walk through the vendors and whatnot was like you could have paddled down it. And I was
No
like
kidding.
thankful. Oh man, I was thankful that I had decided to wear me some like flip flops. I went full hippie. I went full hippie. I think the only other person that I seen going full hippie was Red Setter Farms. I did too. I
Nice.
was like, fuck these shoes, man. I ended up just taking off the flip flops, throwing them in my backpack, and just barefooting it through the puddles. Hell with it.
Nice. Nice. Good times. So yeah, that guy was kicking butt. He did good last night, or the night before too. Good music.
I wish I would have got some better audio on that. Wow. I mean, I had a chance to look at it, but I heard the audio wasn't so great the first night. And the second night, I had the shit on mute for fucking the first couple of good songs. What a dance!
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, there was a little ribbon going on there.
Well, what it did is it made me a little, because I've never really tried to do a live show like that, or live anything. So I wasn't really prepared to, throw a camera on a guitarist and all that good shit. If I'd have known all that shit was gonna happen, I would have had me a light handy, a better tripod than I had, something. But live and learn. Next time I'll pack a little bit better. And in fact, I've already got some ideas for a better.
It was good though. I enjoyed it. Watching the campfire, that was good enough for me.
Man, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. 'Cause I didn't know what you guys would think, but man, then last night, I kept getting. I got asked a few times, "Are you gonna do the show tonight? You can do the show tonight," and I was like, it just didn't feel right, man. You know what I mean? You got a gathering like that, and then you're gonna go, "Oh, guys, here, let me stick a camera in your face," and you know what I mean?
Right.
It just kind of makes the moment awkward. So, as much as I kind of wanted to throw a camera at the end of the picnic table, I chose not to yesterday. I don't know.
And that's fine. I mean, shit, not everybody's in. Well, that's a question that a couple people ask is, do they all know that they're live?
Oh yeah, everybody knew they were live.
Good.
Cheers, Bingus.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Bingus, sir. How are you?
Good. Good to see you, Johnny. You made it back, Eagle. Good job, buddy.
Oh man, it was good. Probably the best weekend I've had in quite some time. Shit, that was offered to cap off the weekend. It was the first 2 days were so good. If I had to gracefully bow out on the third day of fun because I just was like I almost felt like I was getting greedy with it. You know what I mean? The people that were holding the event, I was nice enough to get to meet. It was nice enough to get to meet yesterday, and they invited me on a float along. So basically, today, I guess yesterday, they were after everything got packed up. They were the whole crew, all the vendors, and everybody involved were gonna go float down the Sabo River They were picking everybody up, and they were just going to float down and then pick everybody up and then drop them back off at the lodge there. And yeah, I didn't. I should have. But I
I,
didn't. But
well, you know your limits. You know what I mean. I wish I could do a lot of things that I used to do, but I've learned my limits because I'll pay for it. You see what I mean? It's like, is it worth it? You know. But that's me. I mean, I'm physically challenged basically, but it seems like you guys are having a great fucking time. So good to see everybody in the chat. Hi everybody. I'm not at my keyboard, so forgive me.
oh
But
man, I was incredibly hungover, cannabis hungover today. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I was depleted, dehydrated. Oh, still very high, no doubt, no doubt. Still very high. I consumed a very good amount of edibles. We probably at just our campsite alone, I would think it. I don't think we went through any less than a half pound to a pound of cannabis and our lot alone
Holy.
through through the weekend. There was never a dry moment or an empty hand without cannabis. That's for sure. But man, it was a lot of fun. There was somebody, I'll leave them nameless, brought some incredibly good uh, mushroom treats,
oh
truffles, some
shit!
truffles, and
Oh truffles,
well, they
crystals.
no, yeah, they were pretty good. That was part of the reason why I didn't go live last night. It was part of the reason why I didn't feel like putting the camera in everybody's face. Was moreover, I didn't feel like putting the camera in my face because I kind of indulged in the one. And man, that thing, I took, I ate about a half of one, and it being a different strain than I'm used to, really kind of had a nice little punch, man. I was sitting there at the picnic table, and man, watching the fire was kind of, man, it fucked with me for a second. I think it almost laughed at me at one point. I had to shake it off.
Altered states of reality is always fun, man.
I think I could. I held it together long enough to about get the Zoom started for Johnny Green 7:10, and that was about as good as I was doing as far as hosting or putting my face in front of the camera.
I can hear it in your voice. You're a little strained, but sometimes I do. I mean, come on, that was a great opportunity to meet a lot of interesting, I'm sure, very nice people and treats. I mean, my goodness. I mean, why not? You know, I would have went. I mean, shit, you probably would have scraped me off the floor somewhere along the way, but I would have, I would have been there if it wasn't so far to drive. But I'd still be driving to get there.
Man, that's the beauty of it, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. I was talking to some. Excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. Uh, I was talking to some, local friends of mine here today, and I was like almost choked up about it. I'm like, man, there's fucking people, fucking martial artist 2012 fucking drove 13 hours, 13 fucking hours to get there. I mean, there was people from four or five different states, easy, that made the pilgrimage to northern Michigan to fucking hang out, plus the fucking
Really?
awesome people that lived here.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck yeah, he did, man. He was fucking awesome, man. I got to meet him, get his cup, get him a cut of that board 13. And yeah, yeah, it was
Sensei, I call him Sensei. That's great, dude. That's awesome. The internet makes the world a smaller place, but reality makes it a lot more fruitful. You know what I mean? A lot richer experience, than hanging out on on the wormholio, which is I enjoy it, but we need to have more of those types of things, especially nowadays. It's everybody's I don't know. They want to keep us separate. You know, they want us.
Great times.
Yeah.
Man.
Good to see everybody in the chat room. I just want to pop on for a minute and talk with you guys. It was interesting to watch your episodes in the woods. So, how you been, Johnny? You been doing good? You freeze on me?
I think he froze on us. I think he froze on us, Bingus.
The magic ice. Let's see if we can get him back. Let's warm it up a little bit here. There he is. There,
There you go.
I knew I could warm him back up.
Just the right amount.
How you doing,
All
John?
right, can you? I can't see you guys at all.
Okay, well, open your eyes.
So
You'll be all
that's
right.
really strange. Oh, my eyes are open. Trust me, I'm.
Oh, I thought you were on one of those shroom trips. Sorry,
No.
I'm just fucking
Yeah,
with you, man.
we just had a major storm out here, so
Oh,
I'm
really?
surprised that you got the internet. Yeah.
You got rain in the desert? No way.
Oh yeah. It came down in buckets. I literally took a video of it, posted it so that you could see the rain coming down.
Wow.
And it was coming down and just sheets just ripping through. And as a matter of fact, my neighbor across the street, one of the tree branches fell over, poked through his awning and hit the door of the other neighbor. So it kind of,
Some excitement.
yeah, introduced a little bit of excitement between two trailers.
Gee. Dirt Road dude says he drove 2 days to get there. Shit, dude, what a warrior! What a cannabis warrior, man. Shit.
It would. I'm telling you guys, man, it was worth it. They're gonna have another event in October, but I think it's down in Clio. I don't know if it's the same like camping environment. I'm sure it may be, but definitely fun times, man. Definitely fun times. I'd rather camp in the woods than the city, though, myself.
You're out in the
Any
woods.
day.
You're out in the woods, right?
Yeah, this weekend we were out in the middle of nowhere, man. That was the other thing that, like, the people that made the pilgrimage were like, "This is where you live," and I was like, "Pretty much, yeah." Like maybe 20 minutes away tops, and they're like, "I gotta get the fuck up here." This is awesome. This is awesome. The people, the community, man, that was the most thing, the Michigan community that they were impressed with, way that we handle things here, how we were open we were, and, shit like that. Stony Rockefeller was like, man, holy, it is awesome here. It is completely. I mean, this is I'll read the alone is a reason to fucking move here. But yeah, it would have been worth it.
Right on. It's been kind of hot here in Oregon, but I talked to my landlord. I should get the air conditioner fixed next week. It'll be cool then. But
Good time to get it.
Yeah. Well, it broke. I tried to save it, but it was on its last legs. And my landlord's good for it, but he kind of takes his time. And it is that time of season where things are probably backed up. It's very, very unusually hot in Oregon this year. So it's what it is. Plants are good. I got a portable AC in there. Anytime I want to cool off, I just go hang out with them, which is pretty much all day.
Totally understand that. This is where I've been sleeping to catch up on my sleep, because if I try to sleep out the humidity and the heat, it's just impossible. This last week it's been humid, very humid.
I like warm weather. Okay, and I always thought until this summer that I if I had a choice between heat or cold, which would I choose? And I'm going to pick cold because I can always warm myself up. But at some point, there's so many clothes you can take off, and you're butt naked and sweating like a pig. I mean, you know, and you got to find AC. So then now you're reliant on something else to keep you cool. Right?
Exactly.
You can't put cold clothes on. You know, I guess you could spray them down with ice or whatever. But so yeah, I guess cold is it. Although I hate cold, I really do. I don't really like it. It really hurts my neck.
Bones.
Yeah, my bones, my neck especially. I just get oh fuck, I can hardly move. You know. So 80s. Give me the 80s. You know, I'm good. I'm good. You know, keep it in that range. You know.
The upper
I agree.
70s, 80s, right in that time. That's good stuff. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Been rethinking a lot of things. I got another light. Spider Farmer sent me the brand new SE 7000. It's a newer version,
That's a
and
nice slide.
they're sending me a tent, and I'm gonna try a little Scrog grow with some of the OG strains that I've been struggling with in just a tent. You know what I mean? Just a single tent, and see how that works. Play with that for a while. You know, mix it up, have some fun. They were nice enough to send it, so I'll give them a nice video, and they do a good job.
I like the Spider Farmers. That 7,000 looks pretty exciting, actually. How's it look?
Well, I have the first one that came out. She sent me, and it's in my bedroom at half speed, at half volume of capacity, and man, my perfect. They, I don't know, hard to. They have their arrangement of the LEDs seems to be a little bit more unique, where they get them a little closer together as you go out to the edges, and a little wider apart as it comes into the middle. So they're doing mixing it up, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know actually a lot about lights because it's such a controversial subject. But when I find one that's effective, fuck, I'm going to stick with it. I stick with shit that works, basically. And I like things to be reasonably priced. You know,
Most definitely.
like that one you got. Shit,
Yeah,
you,
that's
you
really
just
good.
dude, I can't believe that, Johnny. You
I
must have
couldn't
been
even.
doing some good deeds, buddy, because
It
that
was
just
July
landed.
4th. It was July 4th. Nobody was there. You know what I'm saying?
That thing landed in your lap, and fuck, happy Fourth, right?
That's exactly it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And I hope it brings some fireworks.
I bet it will. Good one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna when I do my harvest, I have to harvest them here in the next few days. But when I do my harvest, I'm gonna break down everything and tear my whole uh, tent apart, move all the plants out, and I'm gonna set it up on a different type of a setup, and I'm gonna put both of my Spider Farmer 4000s inside my 4x8,
That should be
and then
perfect.
yeah, and then I'll put the. I mean, it's like you said, Eagle. You got to think about what you're gonna do better in your garden all the time. You know, to make it nicer, to make it work better, your next grow. And so I've been thinking about since I got that new light there. Um, nice thing about it is it'll be the same exact light throughout the whole tent. which is really exciting to me, you know.
Consistency, right?
Right? Yeah, it's the same stuff going on. You know, that's got me excited. Said before, everything I had was mismatched. You know.
I was there. I was at that point. I
Yeah.
had two different LEDs and a couple different HPSs and a metal halide, and you know, do what you got to do, man.
So I'm gonna take the Bloom Plus 4000 and my Mars Hydro LS 2000. I'm gonna put those in my 5x5.
You know, those aren't bad lights either. I mean, I haven't tried the Bloom Plus. I know Eagle is, and he seems to be loving it. So, but that Mars, that little 250, I'm not running it right now, but it did the trick. It it produced. You know, it was a little hot, I noticed, but you know, what the hell?
Yeah, they definitely put out some heat.
But you just put a fan, you just blow a fan on it, and you're good.
Hmm.
You know,
That's what I do.
yeah.
Keep plenty of air flowing in there.
Just grow, just get her done, man. That's my motto lately. It's just I'm not really concerned how you're doing it. Is it working for you? Yeah, okay. All right, let's keep doing that. You know, keep it up.
So you see these guys here?
Some racks.
Yeah.
You're gonna make some.
These here, this is gonna go inside my grow and my 4x4 or my 4x8.
That'll make it
I'm
easier
gonna
for you.
have one of these along the wall, and the other one's gonna be on the a foot and a half around there, so that I have a little air pocket down below my plants, maybe even just a foot,
Perfect.
and then I'm trying to create a better airflow as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know, going through the tent. So that's kind of my thought. And I got those a long time ago from that auction for dirt cheap. I thought I was getting some much smaller shelves, but they were much bigger. Those are actually 3x6,
That's
3 foot by 6 foot shelf.
MacGyver in it. That's good. That's like when I had plastic shelving and I took one of them apart and I turned it into a cart and I went, that works pretty good. So I just bought plastic shelves, right? And they would always send me one that was like when you get the set, you can do two carts, but then you got an extra shelf. So you got like an extra, right?
Right.
But they put a thing in there that if anything's damaged, they'll send you an extra part, right? So all these things, they got a crack or a ding, right? I just took a picture. Guess what? They sent me another shelf, so I got another cart for basically free. You know,
Sweet.
because the ding or the little hole or the crack, fuck that. I just put tape on it or glue it. it you know,
Right.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
You know, and they're nice enough to put that little note in there, which nobody reads, and I just happened to read it. So I just throw that shit away. You know. And there's a phone number and an email. Email your picture here. Da, da, da. So obviously they get a lot of damage. You know.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'm almost like send me your damage shit.
As a matter of fact, I think I got one of those carts out in my living room that I picked up from that auction.
Nice.
Industrial style cart with 2 shelves on it.
I like cards.
Yeah. Yeah, that auction, man. If I had more money, I would buy and sell stuff off of that thing.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know. It's nice when you're in control of getting a better deal. You know what I mean? It always makes you feel good. Like fuck that light. I bet you it's like $40.
I nearly shit my pants when I got it. I just like, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You wear contacts, Eagle?
Yep.
Yes, unfortunately, I do. They have just been fucking with me terrible the last 2 days.
Well, you know, cannabis does dry the eye out. I actually worked for an eye doctor, an optometrist, when I was young, from 19 to like 22, I think. And I learned a lot about the eyeball and contacts. And I would, I was the guy that would help you learn how to put the contact on and take it off. Uh, the eye is a pretty tough membrane. It can actually rebuild itself in like 16 hours. So, like if you get a scrape on your eye, you just patch it, and the next day it's pretty well healed. You know. Plus, the iris has tremendous sense of pain or sensitivity, but the white, the conjunctiva, they call it, of the eye, nothing. You can't feel it, nothing. I could sit here and touch the white of my eye all day long, and it won't hurt. And
Outside of the trichomes on the tip of your finger, right?
it looks kind of, contact kind of looks like that a little bit when you know when you put it on your finger. But
Yeah,
I imagine the contacts nowadays are way better than back then. What'd you have?
I had contacts a while back. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
It's like I said, I had actually had a class that I would teach people how to. That was part of my spiel, about the pain, and because people, you get optometry is interesting. You start touching people's faces, but you got to be very careful. You got to be calm. You got to let 'em, hey, I'm going to fit your glasses now. All right, you got to just let them know because people are just, what are you doing? You
Wow.
And touching someone's eyeball, fuck, come on, that's a little testy. But if you put the contact, if you look up like that, you got a large white area, right? That's where you place the contact because there's no pain there. And then you just use your eyelid to slip it up. That's the technique, and it works once you get it down. But trying to do it straight to the iris, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
Really?
that's where I couldn't do it. I just could not. I kept blinking and I kept, no,
Yeah.
no, no, this ain't happening.
You just needed Dr. Mingus to teach you how to put
That's
it.
probably it. I need.
I'm shitting with you. The guy that ran the office, he was the optometrist. He was a dickhead. We finally got into it, and I quit. But typical story. Excuse me. Here's the green
Yeah,
13. Good morning, sir.
yeah. I was never afraid to change jobs. I I just knew I had plenty enough skills. I could go anywhere I wanted to get me a job. I never had to worry about stuff like that. Mr. Green 13,
Yes, brother. What's happening?
how are you?
Cheers.
How's that weather?
Totally different. Yeah, it's all back to pretty like average. You've obviously had a storm,
Yeah, I got your guys' weather.
right? You got some rain.
Yeah, it was coming down some hard stuff, dropping branches and all kinds of good stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah. But you know what? Our little puddle out here in Lake Mead that supplies all kinds of water and everything, we've been needing to put a little bit more back into that. So very needed and appreciated water coming down. Let's just
Yeah,
say that.
that's nice, man.
Yeah, being in the desert. You
Yeah,
love that.
more in the desert.
Yeah.
What's going on, boys? Did you have a nice time, Eagle?
Can I had so much fun. So much
Shit. Come on. Very
fun.
jealous.
I actually made it. At one point you were brought up. We were wishing that you could have been there. I can't remember who, but there was somebody that mentioned, man, it would have been nice. It was Smiling. That Green
Somebody
13.
cool, I was going to say. Somebody cool.
Yeah. Man, it was a fun weekend, man. I showed up with a case of 50 mugs that I said if I ran into, people that watch the show that I would palm me a mug. And I passed all 50 mugs out. I was surprised. I was very surprised. There was 50 people that hit me up. And it was awesome. It was I was honored. I was honored to pass that many out, to be honest with you. So thank you to all you guys that hit me up, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. It was a pleasure meeting you for the first time. Some of you, so not all of you, but some of you. It was awesome, man. Newbies,
so,
the newbies.
so how many people showed up over there? You go.
All in all, I would say a couple thousand at one point throughout the
Really?
weekend. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's a good showing. How big was it last year then? Couple hundred?
It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. I would say last year maybe 1,000. This year 2,000. This round. The next year, and you know what's funny? I don't know if they know how to act with us YouTubers, because man, they fucking because we were there, most of us, and then the MBS crew was there. And so between the two YouTube camps there, they, it was like, where are these people coming from? Because both had quite a few people of them, and between the two, I would say, people we see on YouTube and Instagram, probably a couple hundred, all in all, that we say hi to, in chats and see around YouTube and stuff. We're there throughout the weekend at one point or another.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
badass. I love that.
Lexi, man, it was fun because I took her day 2. I tried to get her to go day 1. She didn't necessarily want to go. She hit me up later in the day saying she wanted to go. And I got home. She's like, I texted you. I'm like, I'm with great people. Do you think I'm going to be checking that phone every few minutes? I said, I'm sorry I missed your text, but man, phone's down, you know. The only time that thing comes out is for like a selfie. Other than that, man, I ain't checking messages. I'm not looking at Instagram. That's kind of what happened. I had tonight's guest was Red Dragon from Las Vegas. A pretty big girl, right? At least in my opinion, I have a lot of respect for her.
Say that
And
again. From Las Vegas, you said?
yes,
Where the
Red
hell's
Dragon
that?
I've never even heard of that place.
Well, he'll have to follow along when he comes on. That
Yeah.
they were supposed to be here tonight, and because of me this weekend, kind of having too much fun, I kind of forgot to do a few things. But we rescheduled him for Wednesday the 4th. But man, yeah. To answer your question, long-winded Green 13. Uh, an amazing weekend. Even with the little bit of rain we got, everybody, the troopers, man, had rain, had either had umbrellas, toughed it out like I did, with no shits given about giving what, or vendors were too happy to let you take cover under their booth. Most of which, uh, smokes with most people. You know what I mean? Here, you guys go hit this. But I got sidetracked. What I was trying to say was, I took Lexi day 2, and it was her first time of really getting to meet the cannabis community. You know, the people that we talk to in chat. And man, that kid had more fun than I've seen her have in a long time, and smoked more cannabis than I thought she was capable of. But man, yes, she definitely had a good
Right on,
time,
Lexi.
man. So yeah, great weekend.
What a great thing, man, because she's family by proxy, you know. That's one of our crew, so it's wicked, you know. And that's the whole thing. I bet loads of people bumped into each other who hadn't met each other before, and it's just like, that's a brother, that's a sister, easy. Get straight into it.
We're on the 20. Coming up.
Cheers, 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 man.
Cheers.
I'm thinking.
I timed that perfectly. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man, there was so many people there this weekend that I would almost feel ashamed to even I started to name off some of them. Give you guys a damn song, but I started to name them, but couldn't. Or I feel rude because I know I missed some. I thinking back at the list I already gave, I'm thinking, shit, I've already missed so many great people that I hung out with this weekend, man. Ugh, I don't know. I wish you all could have been there. And I don't know. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, but man, I meant the promoter, and me and him hit it off pretty good, and see kind of eye to eye the way that we like to see the cannabis community be handled in more of a non-profit. Because this event this weekend was free. Anybody could walk up there, and they didn't charge me or anybody else for camping that I seen.
Fuck.
They pretty much, man, pull up over here, throw your tent down, go park over there. You can pull your car up later. Fucking
That
yeah.
cat just
So
gave away thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Jesus Christ. He could have had you fucking $50 a day, easy.
so basically, I kind of approached him a little bit of maybe not a public event, but maybe like just our kind of community, maybe getting the campground for like a hangout and whatnot. And he seemed to be pretty adamant, like he was behind the deal. And with that, I kind of thought, and I was even talking with Sony Rockefeller because he had himself and Larry OG and Jay Allen from chat was another guy I got to meet this weekend. Larry OG and Jay Allen, both great guys. But he said that he would come back up with his band, and I think we could get a couple others, to do basically just a weekend of music and cannabis. Campfire, build a big campfire, fuck it at nightfall, and just let the music flow and let the fucking doobies fly and fucking,
Be awesome.
have fun. Wouldn't it though?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This could happen. This could be a reality sometime soon, I believe.
I like where you're going with it.
Yeah.
Have our own little community hangout kind of thing.
Makes my mind think. That's good.
Eagle Fest.
There you go. The annual Eagle Fest. Welcome to the Eagle's Nest, where we have a festival every year. That'd be cool.
They didn't even know that I was streaming from there the first night. I bumped in, like I said.
Seemed to
like,
come through
yeah.
pretty good too.
I said, I did kind of a show from here last night. And they're like, if I would have, I could have had like night two. They would have probably hooked me right up. You know what I mean? Because they were all about it. And thank you. You know, I was like, yeah, I kind of was telling everybody to come out and have some fun and trying to at least promote the event a little bit. And they were all about it. They were all about it. So, yeah, big hopes for that
Buddha.
thing to actually happen.
Good to
What's
see you,
up,
Buddha.
brother?
Who did?
Hey guys, I just saw you reminiscing about your weekend, and I'm glad that everybody had a good time no matter what they were doing or not doing. I mean, like, it's peaceful midsummer, you know, but I'm glad to see the Eagle got some social contact that he's long overdue, and a lot of members of the community. So good on y'all. And it was neat I only caught part of the campfire scenes, but I got the idea, and it sounded like there was some good reminiscing going on and some good music and all of that. So that's a good time to me. Let me get things adjusted here. I kind of came on spur of the moment. So
Yeah, man.
let
Get
me
comfortable. Come on.
you got it. Good to see you guys.
Yeah,
And
too,
you,
buddy.
brother.
Cheers.
Too.
Nice to
See you, Buddha boy.
For sure, Johnny. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I got power. I'm good. I reset my timers and everything, so I'm good. Only lost power for about 2.5 hours.
You know, that looked like. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't have these on yet, but it's like this. It looked like freaking apocalyptic, and compared to the firestorm you had the other day, I mean,
know.
come on, man. Maybe you need to change your fucking address, Johnny. I mean,
Yeah,
there are
my area
places in the
code
world
needs
that
to
are nice.
change. I need to leave Sin City.
Yeah, I'm serious about that. I mean,
It's like
I
all
don't know
hell's
what your
breaking out.
intentions. Anyway, just keep surviving. But I'd like to see you get live on a lake in some country with spruce trees and you know a nice little tractor and some organic produce and shit like that. I'm just saying you've got a lot to offer, and the time is now because it seems like that place would be hard on your psyche a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you're not. You're not. Yeah, this place sucks. Let me just put it that way. I'm just biding my
Anyway.
time to get out of here. That's what it is.
Are you sure?
I never judge, but I always want to remind people that there's something better around the corner, I think. And sometimes, even if you don't know what the fuck that is, it's better to keep moving. Hey, Dingus.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Are you
That
sure?
lake. Yeah, that lake and everything you're talking about sounds freaking awesome, though. I love that.
A canoe, a little bit of fishing, right out there, a little bit of a campfire, a little porch, screened in area, guest cabin. I'm just saying, it all sounds exotic, but when you look at the dollar value in some places, it's not that expensive, and the cost of living in those places isn't so bad either. I'm just saying America is vast, and the country, what I consider the country, is nature without a lot of people.
Yes.
So it's nice to have a few people around. Anyway, let me focus here. I'm so glad to see you
Incredibly
guys, and
appealing,
I'm
my
glad
friend.
to hear things are going good.
That's the whole deal. It's the whole thing my wife and I talk about and aim towards, and that little painting you just painted, that little picture you just painted. Yeah. Some space, not too many people, some green.
Yeah.
The good
I think
stuff.
we all need to, and Eagle's a good person to remind us that the country is good for your soul. So you just got to go out there and participate.
Yeah. It was an amazing weekend. I did get my batteries recharged hanging out with everybody, and it was way overdue, man. I didn't realize the batteries were that low, to be honest with you.
It's the human contact thing. Like managed to get to a couple sneaky sessions during the lockdown, only 2, but for days afterwards, you feel like a different human because you've sat and just fucking been in the presence of your brothers and sisters and just, done what you do. It's wholly warming to all parts of the body. It's a big deal.
Especially when you're grounded to the earth while you're doing that. You know what I mean? It's that energy and the grounding. Man, it's more of a natural tribal thing that humans are supposed to be doing. So damn, yeah, it feels good, and everybody wants to do it. I mean, I do. I mean, who doesn't like to go camping? With a bunch of people, it's usually a blast. You know, it's those memories that you actually want to remember. You know?
I tell you what, man, day one, Friday, it was an awesome day. I smoked a ton of weed, and then as well as edibles. I mean, what was it? Who was it? Prometheus Soil, which I hung out with that cat quite a bit Friday, and I've always had a good time anytime I've encountered Prometheus. He's a really good gentleman, very wise in his outlook of life, and good dude, good dude. But he had some what cookies, and I had ate a good fair amount of edibles. I had some awesome uh fucking like gummies that were coated in almost like a pop rock sugar, so they popped and melted in your mouth. And they were super delicious. I ate a bunch of those fucking things. And and then we were sitting there smoking, and Prometheus Soil breaks out this little bag of cookies. And I'm like, ooh, cookies. He's like, you want one? I'm like, I'll take one, sure, yeah. He's like, I don't know. They weren't like packaged, let's say. You know what I mean? Properly packaged.
Homemade.
So he's like, I don't know how strong they are. All the guy said when he handed to me was, "These will fuck you up." I'm like, I'm down. Give me a cookie. And man, I ate one of them cookies and about fucking 45 minutes later, man, I was sitting at the fucking table just about pie eyed, still taking joints, but man, I was like looking around going, man, I need coffee. Coffee. And then we talk about like how we can how being around each other you know, lift our mood or charge our batteries. Man, again, that Johnny Green film, that was when he come rolling up and busted out the guitar, man. He actually played for like more than an hour before I took it live that night. So he actually played on that guitar for like 3 fucking hours. Broke the strings, restrung that motherfucker, and then played for another 2 hours. But man, as soon as like he did a little ding 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 ding, I went from fucking about being out to just wide awake and in awe. You know what I mean? Of the vibe that just like seemed to like instantly change. And everybody there was a fucking just all into it, man. We were all into it. My favorite line from the weekend, so fucking funny and memorable. I fucking almost fell out of my goddamn chair. Um, I seen a gentleman that I don't know if I should say his name. No, last name were involved. So Josh, my friend Josh, I went to high school with. I've known him forever. And so he was a vendor there and hanging out that night. And he is quite the character as well. Just a genuine, awesome dude. Yeah, I mean, he just oozes that niceness. And Fuck, it was live. It was live. So you probably could catch this line at some point where he's Johnny Green Thumb sometimes playing, and Josh is like cheering him on. You know what I mean? He was the one that was like, "Yeah, woo!" And you're like, I mean, he was the lively one cheering Johnny on. And at one point, uh, he looks at Johnny's wife, Michigan Wildflower, and he looks back at her and he says, "Fucking." Man, your husband is like super talented. And let me tell you something right now. And I am not lying. He's flexing right now. And I'm telling you right now, with all honesty, I'm watching. I'm watching. It had just the genuineness about it, though, and it was fucking hilarious. I about fell out of my chair, but man, it was fucking awesome times, man. I did need that shit. Wish you
That's
guys
nice,
all would
man.
have been there, man. I really do. I wish you all could have been
Yeah, well, we live vicariously through you, and that's cool. That's why I came on this morning. I was like, let me go catch some of that energy for real.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to hear what he's got to say and what's going on. Yeah, so that's nice to hear that shit, man. And like, I totally love when you're drained out and it's like, oh, I might be dead, and then it's like, nope, I'm good. What's going on? Come on,
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, guys. Hey, Eagle, I wanted to just come up for a few minutes, man. I appreciate letting me hang out with you guys. And again, I'm guilty, just like Green 13. I wanted to sponge off some of that energy, but okay, I really did. But it's always great to see everybody here in the chat room too. And till next time, I'll catch you guys later. All right.
Vegas,
You only
always
got
a
50 more
pleasure.
minutes, Vegas. Oh, darn it. I tried to talk him into another 50 minutes, you know.
Oh man, I cannot leave the story of the weekend without the story of Mr. Smiley's goodbye. That fucker got us all. Real life, just like just like you see here and any other night. Pow.
We're
Just like
Smiley.
that.
Oh,
Yup.
he's gone, man.
I shit you not, man. We were sitting around talking, and I believe it was Spartan. Spartan was hanging out in the camp, fucking. We were talking about old times. You know, I made some amends. You know, throughout the weekend, and it was nice. Buried a lot of hatchets,
Wicked.
and
Nice.
so we're all hanging out, having a good time. And Smiley, at one point said he was going to take off, and we kind of said our goodbyes, and then something happened, and we ended up, the moment picked up again, right? Okay. And we all got talking again. And man, I look over to say something to fucking Smiley, and he had his shirt on, the show shirt, and I see that yellow shirt fucking like fucking 400 yards away walking like fucking like the what was the Hulk, walking down the road all by himself with his fucking bag of goodies and shit. I'm like, damn it, he got me in real life, man. He got me in real life. I didn't get to fucking say my piece. There he goes. Damn, Smiley.
All right, I'm ducking out early tonight as well. It is fucking freezing in here. I've had enough of it. I'm out for a few days. Have a great week and mad love, crew. See you soon.
You have a great day.
Just heading out to do that thing, man. Going hunting for wilderness and taking the family and the dog and going camping and just, Yeah, we're addicted to this county, a few counties over on the coast. Just like it's quiet and beautiful, and so my wife's French trip got cancelled. So I'm gonna, jump in with a bit of family time. I'm fucking buzzing for it.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
man, you have a great
Soak it
time, man.
up,
Enjoy
man.
every
Soak
minute.
it
Yeah,
up.
every minute.
Love,
Love that.
guys. See you soon.
Love you
Bye.
too, brother.
Take care. Have a great one.
It's awesome
Yeah, that's
to
awesome
hear.
stuff, man. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
So
Man,
what's next on the agenda, Eagle? Is there any more events coming up anytime soon?
they're picking up. There's there's one next month down in the Clio area. Of course, Buddy from God damn it, I'm Clio Cultivations. I brain farted there for a second. Is having one, I believe it's the 27th and 28th, which that's one of my more favorite events too. He always went up against High Times, man. He'd always like counter the big guy with the local event, and I was guilty of going to the High Times a few times, and I've missed Buddy's event, but I have since really started to go and being more and more of a fan and a supporter of what he's doing, man. Because every time I've showed up, man, it's right along of the lines of like the Bigfoot thing, man. Nothing to get in. All you got to do is show up. He makes ample space for everybody to hang out. Of course, he has the vendors, and you can, pick you up some goodies while you're there. And then he's got the store open, going with massive deals if you're looking to pick shit up for your garden. And then usually has a stage set up with live music. So that's pretty cool. And even if you're like, I believe it is a medical event. I think he does that kind of protect himself a little bit. So, but he leaves a big area. Like you can go in and buy medical stuff. You know what I mean? Go in, get some meds, and do what you got to do. And then he leaves. There's a large area where the stage and stuff is set up, and that's he now. Any as long as you're of age, you're welcome to smoke cannabis and hang out because it's recreational in Michigan. You just can't go in the tent. So that's how we met Modern Genetics. Modern Genetics and Red Eye Rustler. The first time I met them, didn't have their cards, but we're more than happy to fucking just hang out, there. And we ended up because they are cool guys, man. I give them credit, man. They're some awesome dudes, man. All around, man. All great people. And we just moved the fucking event, our shit right outside. We wanted anytime anybody wanted to fucking, get something, we just went in and fucking grabbed whatever we wanted to do or socialize, and then came back out and fucking hung out. So it's another, yeah, it's a good event. I can't wait to throw a blanket down in front of the stage and fucking hang out and smoke. Fucking hope to do. Well, actually, that's where I seen Miss D's Nugs. Got to meet Miss D's Nugs last year. So I'm hoping there'll be another person I get to meet at the event and she is very lively. She's a fucking
She's fun.
so
She's
much
fun. Oh yeah, she is in person even more fun. I mean, completely. She's got such a great personality. I mean, you just can't go wrong with that kind of people. Good people.
So
Yeah, I'm
It sounds
waiting to go to my first event. I've never even been to an event. So, and when I heard that there was something going on out here, but I couldn't even figure out where it was, and it came and went. So, dang it.
I was just gonna say it sounds like it was a little bit of an experiment in, not only just, celebrating cannabis and your freedoms, but also in gifting and a little bit of a gift economy, where people actually aren't out to shark each other. It really can affect the way that you feel when you realize that everybody's just being very generous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the beauties too, man. You guys ever decide to make the pilgrimage here? These events are always open to you, man. So, and I'm sure that we can always find some accommodations for you somewhere, somehow, man. But it's worth coming, man, if you can find the time.
Completely sounds like a blast.
Yeah. One day, guys. One day. That's all I can say.
The
So, what do you
Eagle
guys
I,
Fest,
smoke? Go ahead,
just
guys.
gonna say, the Eagle Fest from the Eagle's Nest. It's probably the deepest thought I have of the evening.
I'm smoking on some Puckerberry Knockout right now. That's what I've been smoking on throughout the day.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
I gotta clean out the dab rig so we can dab out with Smiley here when he gets on next time or next few times. I did pick up some amazing concentrate while I was there too, man. I'm not even gonna look till I'm ready to get that fucking email out. Got some blueberry cobbler or something along that lines. It just looked and smelled amazing. And then I got some excuse me, Primal Punch rosin from Dank Man Dan. And oh man, so good. So good. So I got some stuff to dab and I'm kinda holding out to dab with you guys. Try to get the 20s and the dab song kind of back and going there. But yeah.
So did Growley make it out there?
That's a haul for him. But I see Naughty Nikki in chat were saying that him and NV closet grower there, NV med grower. I know I'm fucking that up. Man, I'm still a little slow from smoking all that weed this weekend. Are gonna be up here at Vehicle City in Flint, which is a couple miles south of Clio. There, I mean, just spitting distance. So I may head down there, and I think that might be next week, and check out for Growly and them guys, because I always enjoy hanging out for Growly for one, but I would love the opportunity to meet NB in person. So, which I've never got that chance. He's from Michigan originally, before he was NB. He was Michigan
Closet grower or
grower.
something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Michigan has a draw, man. Everybody that comes here and has, kind of hung out in the cannabis community, uh, knows what's up. They love coming back. They love coming back. So
This is something that you may not know about an affinity that Alaska and Michigan share. But back during the pipeline days, when there were a lot of people coming up to Alaska for jobs, a lot of people who stayed were from Michigan. So a lot of people in Alaska, for some reason, originated in Michigan.
You're on mute, Eagle.
I love you, Johnny. I love you, Johnny.
Trying to keep you up.
What? I'm seriously. I appreciate you, brother. Seriously. Uh I got some goodies while I was there. I don't know why I'm like leaning into the mic because I'm talking at shoes right. Edibles will still hit me, Johnny. Some nice
Oh, that is
Lebanon,
so
nice,
funny.
nice Lebanese hash there. Uh,
Oh yeah.
they had just beautiful pucks about this big, just full of shit. They probably had to be ounce pucks, easy of Lebanese hash, and of course I went over and talked to them and got some of that beautiful hash. Uh, I I ran into the same gentleman at the Detroit Cup not so long ago. Same gentleman, and it's worth what he's asking there. So I always stop in and grab some of
Is
that.
it actually from
Yeah,
Lebanese or
yeah, yeah,
Lebanon?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's made by an old Lebanese gentleman who just
I'll,
knows his
I'll tell you
craft.
what, man. If nobody's ever actually had blonde Lebanese hash, oh my goodness, that shit is so good. I
They
mean, it's
they sold these little pipes. I didn't get one. They're like, yeah, because I had a fucking pipe with me, so I didn't I didn't need one. So I but they were cool as hell. They were it's hard to describe, man. They were a little plastic piece with a nail. It was fucking smoking hash on a nail, basically, when you put the jar over it. But they had took it one step further to where you lit your hash, blew it out, you kind of dropped on the jar, and then had a little pipe. It had like the little fucking power hitter and shit. But it was a little cool, smoking hash device just for smoking hash. But it was cool folks, man. I always love talking to the people. Man, I wish you guys could have come this week.
that would have been so fun.
Sounds like it would have been nice to have had, like just a smidgen longer to spend on that weekend, like a 4 day or something like that, because it's like everybody just getting to know everybody, and but it must have been a real therapeutic and just a real nice social time with everybody just missing each other. So
Oh, it does. It definitely does take it to a next level. And a lot of the people that of course, we talked to on this, got to know quite well. But it does, man. Once you've met that person, shook a hand, gave you a hug, it does. It steps it up a whole nother level. You know. So yeah, definitely fun times. Definitely fun times.
What they call that super spreading good times. I need that kind of stuff. I need to have a rod with a creek or a river running by me and ripping some lips and breaking some necks and pulling some fish in, basically.
Oh man, we got the. I feel like I am like fucking rubbing it in at this point, but uh,
Rub it in, man. I mean, I need that too. I'm actually sponging off it myself.
night two was a full moon and was one of those nights where it was like we only get like a couple of these nights through the year. Obviously, beautiful full moons where it's that luminous blue. You know what I mean? To where it gets fucking dark out here, really dark, which everybody took note of Friday night because it was very dark, very fast. It gets dark very fast. But Saturday night we had a nice clear night, full moon, and it was that luminous blue which was a fucking amazing. Where it's like you could walk down the road. You know what I mean? Not too many nights where you up here where you could no flashlight, no nothing. Just that luminous, super luminous blue hue to everything, and it was nice, man. It was really it added a ton of ambience to last night. So
And did we lose Buddha Boy?
I think we did. I think we did, but he'll be back. Hopefully, he'll be back. He's always welcome back.
Yeah. I thought that was me. I thought that was me freezing up or something. Whatever. Yeah. I can't wait, man. Before when I used to do my live-in caregiving. Oh, that looks. Oh, that
That's
looks.
that's the
Wow.
Dank Man Dan stuff right there.
Wow. That looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, it's
That's
and
clean.
you can tell just by the opening up. You're like you. It's one of the ones you don't even know. You don't even have to need to know what's on the label. Then you open that up and that's like, wow, that's Primal Punch. That's Primal Punch right there.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, in between my clients, I'd have gloves, disposable gloves that I could just throw on, catch myself 15, 20 fish, throw them back in the water, you know, take my gloves up, take them off, throw them away. I wouldn't have any fish or worm castings or anything on them. And I could go to my next client's house and take care, you know. In Pennsylvania, there was plenty of time, plenty of creeks, plenty of rivers to go. Had all that outside kind of stuff going on, man. I miss it a lot. Being out here in the desert, there's just the only body of water is that, Lake Mead.
Speaking of castings, Smiley hooked me up with the shit. With the shit. Of course, Smiley come rolling in with 2 big bags of fucking vermicompost and vermicastings from Jedi there that was on the show, his guest from the last time there. He, he's all like, man, there's probably worms, there's fucking all kinds of good shit in that bag. I'm like, oh, great. I like the castings. He's like, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. And I'm like, I got. I ain't afraid to tell you, man. I got gun shy on the fucking cover crop, man. I chopped the crop, man. I did. I got paranoid. I was like, fucking.
I heard you talking about it the other day. I heard you talking about you were preempting yourself, man. You were getting the strike lined up.
Oh, I did too. I did
The
too.
X was already marked. If that was a fire, man, it had been put out.
Well, he brought me kind of the answer there. So, uh, that the mulch there. He brought me a nice mulch. So I'm gonna fucking drop that shit. I'm gonna cover it up with that vermi mulch there. So yeah, that's gonna take the place
I've
of.
been doing a mulch. I've been doing a
What are you
mulch
using?
cover on a lot of my pots.
What are you using,
It's
Johnny?
what is it? So look, it'd be easier for me. Let's see.
I thought
I
about
am.
using my old cocoa brand before Smiley brought me some. I thought about just using that chunky cocoa that I always.
The stuff that I'm
But
using is from Kellogg's, and it's called Grow Mulch, and it's 2-in-1 planting mix mulch, and it's supposed to be what do they call it? Organic as well. you know. So I thought if I was going to be putting something on top of it, I might as well put something that's going to be clean and possibly have nutrients in it as well. So that's what I've been doing. I put about an inch and a half on the top of it, every one of my pots. And then when I go do my transplants, I skim that stuff off, pour it aside, and then do my transplant. And then after I do my transplant, then I take that, I put it onto the next one. So it just kind of shifts around a little bit. And then eventually it'll end up going into it.
Man, I'm just sitting here kind of thinking and doing a little math to myself. I think that by the next event there next month, man, I should be able to take some of the Columbium down and have some taste tests, some live taste tests with Columbium there.
Ooh,
Oh man, now
sounds exciting.
I did kind of talk a little bit with Smiley, and I'm a little jealous of what he scored over there.
What are you talking about? What's that?
He said, I can't remember the exact words, but it was skunky something. So the way he described it, it was strong, skunky, and I was like, oh man, you got so. I mean, together though, well, like a skunky pine though. I mean, to cross the two together, end up with like a super strong with like a pine, maybe a skunk hiding in the pine.
Dude.
Hopefully, that sounds amazing.
Or the pine coming out of the skunk.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty badass, or will be badass.
I mean, yeah, I've smoked on that original skunk, and that's some reeky, tasty stuff, man. The thing that I remember the most about that weed is when I opened up the bag made noise. Not only was the weed smelling loud, but just opening the bag, it literally stuck together, and it almost not sounded like you were ripping plastic open. You know, I always enjoyed that because it was always so sticky.
I had to throw some names down. I'm always multitasking over here. I was thinking of a couple of people of some of them hatchets I buried this weekend. I had to put back on the shout outs list. Is what I did there when I reached over and grabbed that pen, Johnny. I was like, oh yes. I gotta add some names to the list. I got some names.
Good for you, Eagle. Good for you, Eagle. Don't let that sit in the fire, man. It's good stuff, man. I'm glad to hear you did that.
It was I'm serious. It was all in all, it was an amazing a weekend. Friday in particular, to get around, talk to some people, and yeah, good day.
Good stuff.
Hey
Any
guys,
kind of bonding. Oh, there you are.
I'm
I'm
just saying on that, man. I was having a little war with technology. If you can imagine, I'm really like skeptical about all technology, but then it's like my best friend, and then it doesn't work properly. So the Apple phone, actually works better than the Apple Pad. Go figure, It's like, man, it's like, wow. You'd think that they would like have a processor in this damn pad here that's bigger than a cell phone's, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm just not going to think about it. Anyway, it's good to be able to see you though, because I wasn't actually seeing your guys' images, and it was a little kind of funny. Anyway, you guys, it's good to see you. I hope everybody's technology is keeping up with them.
Yeah, another thing I thought was kind of funny was you guys have seen me talk about the glass tips, using them as the toe It's the toke stone, basically, when you're
Right.
smoking with yourself or others, or using them in the big joints. And it was kind of cool because even smoking in a larger crowd, especially amongst vendors and stuff with that, it's good connoisseurs. I rolled some fucking jelly bean joints, and I picked up a strain called Milkman. Or I'm sorry, cereal milk. Milkman is the strain with cereal milk that I'm testing. So I bought some of the cereal milk to test because the Milkman that I've got has that in it. I wanted to try it because I've never tried it. It's really good, really good. Everybody, as soon as I lit it up and fucking passed it around, everybody was like, "Holy shit, what was that?" Because it had it tasted just like almost like fruity pebbles kind of cereal milk. It was super sweet.
Wow.
But anyways, back to the tip thing. So I rolled it up and I'm passing the joint around with the tips in it, and everybody that fucking hit that joint was like, "Whose joint is this? This fucking tip is awesome, man. It fucking is so smooth. It makes it and because you're not handling it with your fingers and hitting it with your mouth, you keep the taste like almost all the way to it's when it's hitting the glass. And but yeah, man, I shit you not. If I were like, I even said at one point because I went through the story so many times of where to get them and everything. I was like, man, I should be selling these fuckers because everybody was like, man, that's a good idea right there, man. Lexi said at one point, "Oh, this is just going to go to his head."
Well, I really like my gas
Oh,
chillum.
Lexi.
It's just a small one, and I use it. When the joint gets about halfway, I put it on this, and you know what? I'll smoke it down. I sure will. So I'm just saying, and plus it's kind of like old one hitter of old, a couple hitter, whatever. I still like to be stealth when I smoke, so I'll be in the car and I'll be like hiding, ducking down and lighting myself a big bowl, and that I know that we should be more a liberated feeling, but it's like this. It's also like they don't where I live. They don't offer you any creative places to smoke. So there, you can't even like really go to like a nature preserve in the middle of nowhere and go smoke. It's like because you're supposed to smoke at home or something. So anyway, I don't know what that means, but sounds like you guys did some good smoking away from home this weekend.
Right on. I just want to hit this because I see DLP 2372 in chat. He says, I have some that just hate cleaning them. And so this is the other selling point of them. And I was going over this. This is the beauty part is you get one of these old dispensary, or you can use whatever the fuck you want. Take one of these, put some alcohol in it, and like I was telling everybody else, man, these things you go into Wild Bills and you get basically these are like little dab straws, and you're taking they come in two ways you can get these. You can either pull the silicone piece that are on top of them, and that was the reason I never used it because I didn't like the silicone piece. Or they have this other like flavored thing that you can hit. The flavored thing's $1 cheaper, but it doesn't have the silicone. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I buy the cheaper one because I'm not using the damn thing anyway. Anyways, you go in there, you buy 4 or 5 of these things for like $20. You know what I mean? And then you get one of these and you keep it full of alcohol. And as they get dirty, you just pop these in the alcohol. And like this one's dirty because they're all dirty from this weekend. But you fucking pull out because it's just sitting in the alcohol, even shaking it up a little bit, breaks them, cleans them up. Just fucking you go in, clean it, rinse it off, and yeah, so they're never dirty. You get 4 or 5 of them, keep the other 4 in here or whatever, soaking. You just pull them out as you need them and keep recycling them. And yeah, they're not hard to clean, man. Every time I pull them out, man, they just need to be rinsed off and rolled up. He was saying they're hard to clean, but yeah, I just let them soak, pull them out as I need them.
That's a good way to do it. Buddha Boy, it seems like anywhere you step outside in Alaska would be nature reserve. I just said, I mean, you know.
It's really counterintuitive to me, honestly. And even though I grew up in the Prohibition era, I've always packed like little stashes with little or one hitters or small pipes, and always did that. So I kind of do it now because it's like, even if I have the freedom to do it, I'm not necessarily gonna like carry my biggest piece in my car or whatever, and it's like this. It's certainly not legal in my car. So I mean, my little kids have a memory of me probably like going on camping trips, having like a pipe hanging it out the window, as the coals are glowing orange, with the wind, and me smoking like Santa Claus, But those days are like in the imagination, and they're certainly a long time ago in the past. But I was like, free as a bird. So, and everybody else, honestly, willing to, you know what I mean? Just be responsible and be safe,
It's funny, tonight when the power was out, my neighbor across the street was the only one that had power in the whole area because he's got his stuff set up solar, which makes sense, right? I mean, in the desert. So I went over there and I was hanging out with him, and we were smoking, and he goes, the neighbors can see you right there. And I said, yeah, well, cool. I says, Rod, but I don't know. I didn't even concern myself with that because everything was dark, and I didn't expect they could even see what I was doing. So I had to see my light go.
There are certain places that invite the smoking of weed, especially if you have some in your pocket. And one is like while you're by a river, or sometimes it's while you're by the ocean, or other times it's when you're on a mountaintop, or sometimes it's while you're on a little trail going up to the mountaintop. I'm just saying that the nice thing about the herb is it's portable. It didn't weigh a lot. The hashish and all of that was really concentrated. So if I was like a traveler or explorer, when they find the old caveman, or that type of guy wandering around, and they find out he has a little hash pipe and a little bit of weed, that really doesn't surprise me, because you know what? He probably like used it not only as like a relaxation, but as a meditation to maybe like chart his course or decide what he's going to eat that day, or take note or remember something from his past that's meaningful. So anyway, I'm just saying it's a real natural thing. So when I'm in nature, I'm going to have some herb with me. I mean, if I can or if I need to.
Of course. Yeah. Heck, I remember many a times where my dad was at used to deal with auctions a lot. That's why I understand auctions well. And so he was always one of the front guys that moved the furniture or whatever the product was across the stage as they were bidding on it. And there was a couple of places I used to go to in Washington, in the state of Washington. And I forget what the name of the auction was, but it was a huge barn, and it had this this bathroom that was very airy. So I used to go in there with my little pipe and pull out my hash and shove a little chunk in there and smoke I'd put just enough that I could burn it up, take it into my lungs. And then a couple of times I actually walked out of there and went outside and blew it out. But that was kind of dangerous because I didn't want to pass out on the way,
Right. I'm not going to compare that to the idea of if anybody's ever been a dishwasher or worked in a kitchen, nobody gives a shit if the dishwasher pops out and takes a couple tokes off of his little weed pipe and goes back there and fucking washes the dishes. So I'm just saying, in some cultures, that's considered pretty mild behavior and it's tolerated. And when I was coming up, I preferred situations like that myself, where, and then also, like I say, sometimes it's a good way to, like, it's currency of like positive karma. So you could actually like reward somebody by giving them a bud, and it was really a big deal to that person, even if it wasn't a huge bud, or vice versa. If somebody gave you like a bud the size of your thumbnail, shit, you could probably get a couple sittings of weed. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, get high from it. I'm just saying that's, I guess, the scarcity of the past somehow made it that much more rarefied. And when you did find the kind bud, it was really that much more special. We all remember it and we all kind of seek it out.
Oh boy.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
Man,
I
I've seen
do.
so many random acts of kindness like that this weekend, brother. People handing out nugs, jars they lugged around. Man, I grew this. You gotta try this, to just about everybody they seen. It was awesome, man.
There was some proud growers, huh?
I seen when fucking again, and like how cool of I think the event was. Sunday, man, there was fucking one of the vendors in front of where we were kind of hanging out. I seen him come rolling in with fucking just two armfuls. I mean, stacks of fucking pizzas. And I thought,
Oh, wow.
man, and it was like towards the end of the day, man. And everybody, I know, I was like super hungry. I'm like, man,
Jeez.
this guy. I even said it to everybody. I'm like, this guy is gonna kill it. That shit's gonna be gone in 5 fucking minutes. You watch. You watch. He just trumped all them vendors. And so, even at that, he got me, man. I'm sitting at the table, and of course, I couple minutes to sit there watching the table fill up with full of boxes. I holler out. Everybody, Lexi does one of these. We're like, oh fuck, here he goes again. I look over. I'm like, hey, how much you want for some of that sweet pizza, man? He says nothing, man. Get your ass over there. And he didn't charge anybody. He set that
Oh,
fucking
Wow.
table out front of his booth, and everybody that passed by, he's like, you want some pizza? And fucking that shit was amazing. I don't know where he got that pizza. But man, locally up there by that Bigfoot, man, they had some amazing pizza. Maybe I don't know if it was like because I
it
was
was amazing.
stoned and really wanted some good eats, but man, that shit hit the spot. Me and Modern Genetics were the firsties on that shit. They were like, hell yeah. And it was good, man. Twisted Crossman. Oh man, they did, man. It was all yeah, you guys gotta hit the next.
Sounds off the
That's
hook,
huge.
man.
That's huge, because some people would wrestle you for a slice of pizza. You know what I mean? They would wrestle you to the ground for that slice of pizza. And then here's another person in the world who will gladly give you this great, grand. And here's the deal: there's nothing more comforting and soothing than a nice pizza when you're just hungry and a weekend of getting together and sharing, and your blood sugar's a little low. It's pretty major. Anyway, I'm impressed. Sounds good. Sounds really cool.
So was he a vendor, or
Yeah.
was he just somebody that came in?
No. He was a vendor. He was a vendor.
So he
He
went out on
wasn't.
his own and picked
Yeah,
it up
yeah,
and
yeah.
brought it back.
He wasn't selling food either. He was like flour and extracts. It wasn't like
Man,
his niche to like
man,
sell food,
he
man. It was a whole table, Johnny, like one of the fold
he
out plastic tables, end to end boxes, fucking probably 10 high full of pizzas. And then what fucking blew
wow.
me away was like, I thought, and I kind of regretted it a little bit, just a little bit, that they would be all the same kind, right?
And
Fucking,
they were
but
different.
Every one of them, yeah, they were all like fucking Supremes, whatever. Yeah, I shot too soon, but yeah, every fucking pizza was so, there was quite the selection there. He didn't just like go grab a bunch of pepperoni. He went the full, give me one of everything or two of everything kind of deal.
Man, hats off to the guy that takes care of the money.
Mid Michigan Meds was who that booth
Man,
was.
that man, hats off to him because he probably saved that party from dissipating. If you think about
It was right after the rain too. Like after everything's dried up and shit, it was like fuck it. If these guys hung out for that after this, man, they deserve some pizza or something, man. And it did, yeah. It really kind of put the morale back on track, man.
oh, I'm sure of that. That would have been just the party saver,
Right.
completely. Giving everybody that energy back into them, just pick that party right back up.
Yeah, I would say the overall event was like the ambience of like day one that I put, Bigfoot, the first episode that I didn't watch it, but I'm hoping it echoed through to the camera and you guys, the type of feel that was going on there. But that was the feel of the whole weekend. You know what I mean? It wasn't just that moment. That was the vibe of the whole weekend.
Totally good time.
It's going to say generosity is contagious. We all know that. So it's like this. I love being in situations and among people who, once the ball gets rolling, it almost seems ridiculous. A guy brings in, like $500 worth of pizzas or whatever, but it's like this. Generosity really has no limits, and it's like this. One thing I'll have to say is once you see it, once you witness somebody being generous and kind for that matter, as you always emphasize, Eagle, it becomes that much more easy to emulate or recognize it yourself. And it's one of those things where modeling a positive behavior is immediately rewarded. And when you actually feed somebody, you're not only feeding their body, you're feeding their soul, their spirit, giving them comfort. So anyway, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I agree. It's addicting once you get doing it, helping and whatnot. It does feed the soul. Not just yours, theirs as well.
That's right.
It's heavy work. It's heavy work.
Oh, right on the 20. Look at that.
Nice
Are we on the
catch.
20?
Nice catch. Oh,
Man, that
excuse me.
was lucky. I just decided, I was thinking to myself, man, I think I need another hit.
Me too. I was thinking, I think I need another hit.
Then I looked up and holy shit, it's on the 20. That's good time.
Oh, I gotta hit skip on the commercial here. I'm somewhat prepared. Commercial.
It's okay. I'm not even ready yet.
I don't think you can hear it on this mic though. I don't.
Oh, I can hear
the
it.
song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we can hear it. Good sound or good volume and everything.
Nice. I actually prefer the headset mic. You guys say you could hear me a lot crisper through the headset.
Yes.
I didn't think you could hear the music though.
Gonna smoke on some Tangyland right now. Cheers,
How is that, Doc?
everybody.
I had a couple
What's
seeds
that?
of that. How is that? I had a couple seeds of that, and I only had males, but I love the way the plants look with the serrated sawtooth edge. Is that anyway? Go ahead and smoke.
Yeah, it's got a very nice fruity kind of a creamy fruit kind of flavor in a way. It's nice.
I wanted to try it, so I'll have to get it some other time.
Oh man, cheers, cheers, cheers. Man, I'm glad you guys popped in, man.
Oh yeah. Well, God bless the chat, right? The chat made it through the weekend and everything. Everybody's doing good.
Seems to be, Man.
Yeah, Buddha boy, that Tangyland actually got crossed with the blueberry cheesequake as well.
Oh wow.
My
I bet
whole
that's
room on that one time got hit by that one flower coming out. Not a ton of seeds, but I can't wait to grow this one out too because it's got some damn good looking seeds in it.
I've had both of those plants in my garden recently. Like I said, I ended up with Tangerine males though, but at any rate, that sounds great. Sounds tasty. Sounds like a good seeds you might have.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm gonna grow each and every one of them out just to see what happens.
Man, I did picked up a few beans myself this weekend. Mr.
What'd you get?
Kazoo passed me some beans, and Mr. Smiley passed me a few testers.
Nice.
Or a tester, and then I got this cheese cross from Miss Canna Kate. So got some new stuff coming. New stuff. Always, man. I'm like super grateful for this weekend. Man. It was very, very, very needed.
And you got seeds out of it too. I'm just gonna say these seeds from this weekend may be, your future garden. Of course, they're gonna be part of your future garden. It's just so cool. People are generous. Kazoo, what a cool dude. I would have liked. I saw pictures of Stony and Kazoo and whomever, Eagle, and it really looked like a good time.
The only one that didn't show up that I was hoping that was going to make a pilgrimage, and I completely understand. Shout out to Tommy Trichomes. I wish you could have made it up, buddy, but I get it, man. It was like a little later in the afternoon. There was a threat of rain, buckets of rain. If you didn't know exactly where you were on the map, I'm sure watching the radar, you know what I mean? I would have been like, fuck that, man. That's buckets. I ain't driving no 3 hours for buckets. You know what I mean? But he was missed. He was missed. He had planned on coming up, and whatever happens, no worries. But you just say it. You were missed, Tommy.
Right on, man. That's some good stuff. What's up, Reddy? He's watching it. He just sent me a text saying that he's watching it in chat, ready to hit hot fire. So I want to throw him out there.
Cheers, Reddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to step out with the idea that you guys will have the freedom to do so yourselves, and I won't be holding the door open or shut. But it's good seeing you. I'm glad to know you're going to have a great week. Eagle, Johnny, you're always so awesome to see, and everybody else who was here, Green 13 and the chat. Everybody's we're midsummer, man. We better take this little momentum we get and keep slimming. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
Later,
rock, man. Well, Johnny, I think I'm going to follow.
You want to tie it up?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, fun.
Hey, no problem, man. I understand.
Fun follows work, or work follows fun. There's definitely been a little.
Not to mention the fact you're a little tired too.
Well, unfortunately, I am a little tired, but that doesn't mean I have to push through and get some work done too. Because
right, exactly.
I did
All right,
I had some fun again, but unfortunately, I got some work to do to make up for it. So
Yes, sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
worth it
You
though.
did a lot to get to go out there. Now you got to catch up again.
Right now,
So I appreciate
totally
you,
worth it.
Eagle. I'm so happy that you were able to go out there and get rejuvenated. You needed it. I could tell it was a blessing for you. And I'm sure it was a blessing for everybody else to bump heads with you, good times, you know, smoking the joints together, getting mugs, getting mugged in the forest.
Man, the look every time that I pass one of those, because they're pretty nice. I'm not like bragging or nothing, but they are pretty nice mugs. I mean, this is like for the most part, this is the smiley one. So it's got that and the kazoo image on the one side, and like they're all like that though. I mean, this is a fucking 15-ounce mug. You
That's
can
a good looking
almost
sized cup. Yeah, that's not just a cup, that's a mug.
everybody that got one was like, "You sure? Are you selling these?" I'm like, "No, take that fucker home." And you know what I was like. You know what I like best about the mugs versus the shirts, Johnny?
What's that?
A fucking shirt you'll wear once in a while. Be like, yeah, I'm supporting the show. But the fucking mugs you can have every morning. Every morning you can go to the fucking counter, the cabinet, pull it out, think about the
So
show,
I you
whatever.
know, that shirt, I
Every
wear it all the
day.
time. I wear that shirt all the time. So, I don't have too many weed shirts to wear. So
Somebody
that's
asked
a
me
good one.
this weekend, and excuse me if you were the person, and I forgot because I forgot who asked. So excuse me if you're the person and you catch this, uh, and I didn't remember your name. I'm completely sorry. But they asked me why mugs. Why mugs? Why do you like the mugs so much? And this is why, and it's completely the reason why I'm saying about the t-shirts. Is way, 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 way long ago. Back, I mean, I can't. Well, there's one of them above a sticker above my head. The TGA, the original like logo. There was only I think 50 ever fucking made. Uh and I ordered some seeds before I even met Sub. I even after I broke it, I got to know him. Like, can I have another one? He's like, you're fucked. You better have one made because they're gone. Gee, they're gone. Oh, but I ordered some fucking seeds from Attitude Seed Bank before I got to know Sub. From the and they sent them in a TJ mug, and I loved starting my day because obviously I'm a smoker. I'm starting my day with a wake and bake, so I'm fucking, of course, I'm gonna grab my fucking cannabis cup of my favorite breeder or whatever. And that's the kind of idea with these. You know what I mean? You're gonna wake and bake in the morning, so why not wake and bake with your favorite wake and bake, cup? You know what I mean? That's
Exactly.
that's why I like this versus the shirts. To be honest with you, it's because hopefully you're waking and baking, thinking about the show or whatever. You know.
Exactly.
So
Awesome stuff, man. I love that. And I think it's fantastic too. And I know everybody was fucking tickled to get one of those too.
I
I
hope
mean,
so, man.
oh yeah, are you kidding me? That's why they kept saying, "Are you sure?" You know? Come on. All right, Eagle, I'm gonna let you fly and do your thing in your garden.
Right now.
Appreciate you. Much love every night,
Appreciate
man.
you, Johnny.
All
I
right.
love you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right. We will catch you tomorrow. So we got a show tomorrow or late
Let
hangout
me
or
check
what?
the. Well, tomorrow's Monday. It's wormhole. Wormhole. I don't even have to look at the book. Tomorrow's
Oh,
Monday. It's
wormhole night.
mandatory.
Wormholio.
Man,
Wormholio.
man,
Okay.
mandatory wormhole. This is how that goes. It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is usually the time I kick it off. But if there's, somebody you trusted, wanted to kick it off a little bit earlier, we could
Hear
probably
that,
do
Red Pill?
that.
Okay,
We
I
could
don't know if
probably
he's
do that.
out.
Hopefully he catches the after if he's not up, right?
Yeah, I don't have the computer to do that kind of shit. So, damn it.
Well, no, actually, Johnny, you could actually still do it from your phone, much like I do. So basically, basically it would. I give you the power of the host, and it pops up on your screen. It'll just, hey, Eagle wants it. You just click them in, boom,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's the same thing. You know, flip it. The more people you get, But it's that easy. You could actually man it from your phone. You wouldn't be able to see chat. That'd be the
Yeah,
bummer.
yeah, that's the
But
thing because I don't get to see chat.
well, this would be a way around it. I don't know. You can some smart TVs. You can get YouTube on your smart TV, so You could actually bring a show on YouTube. You wouldn't be able to type back, but you'd be able to respond and see it.
Well, my thing is I need to figure out how to turn my phone into a hotspot so I could actually sit at my computer. You know?
That's easy enough. Most phones, even if you can't like hit a button and turn it into like a Wi-Fi hotspot, you should be able to take the charging cord and plug it into your computer and tether the two together, and be able to use the signal from the phone service as your service on the computer.
I've never been able to figure that out. So,
And
I,
basically go into the settings of the phone and you turn on tethering. There's
oh, really?
actually there's actually a little thing, and as soon as you plug it in, it should find it should hook up.
I'll check it out. Check that out. Sounds good. All right, Eagle. Appreciate that information. I'm gonna go check that out. Shit.
All
Yeah.
right, man. Have a great day.
All right, you too, brother.
Bye
Have a good
bye.
one.
Well, with that said, that does wrap up episode 447. Hopefully, I got that right in the title. Let me check. So I'm curious. Yay, it is right. There's still fucking 38 of you cool fucking ass people watching. Shout out to you 38 amazing people. 38 awesome people still watching. Let me get these shout outs going, man. I missed you guys over the weekend. I really did. I really, really did. I had some fun, but love this project, this thing that we do here night after night. Meeting you great folks has been, you know, one of the highlights of my life. This project, I've done, I like to think some awesome stuff with my life, and a lot of memorable things, at least for me. But man, this in particular adventure, this in particular journey has been more meaningful for me than anything that I've ever done. And meeting you great folks, hanging out with you night after night is a complete blessing. So thank you all for real tuning in night after night. People I wonder, they ask me, about the shout outs. But man, I do it because I love you guys. And I suggest that to you all, man. Be grateful for the people that are in your life, that make your life great, that make your life have value. Be sure to tell them daily how grateful you are. You never know. You never know. Right? That being said, let's keep these shout outs going. For some that we lost, the amazing people that we're here, top of the list as always. One of the biggest losses I've had in a long time. My buddy Sub, Man, I miss you. I talk about you all the time. I wish you could have been there this week, brother. D's House of Dame, Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical One Color Cuddy, Rick T the Rebel, the 92207, Fabian Salinas, Dave's Not Here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Johnston, Good, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Runboy 7426, Justin Goodard, Songman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mo Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy Taco, Don Slug, Rick S. In the Bushes 827, Jane Siemens, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pats Fan 420, Bio Minter, Dirt Road Dude, Kenneth Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, man, awesome weekend with you, Dab Goblin, Dr. Bones Lightyear, Acetone, 710, Canuck, Can of Queen, Genetics, Stabby, Tanaze, Fumador, Dirtman Dan, Keith Black Sales, Mr. Bocillus, Sim Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jess, Soil Root, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan, White Girl. I believe that's one of them bought the pizzas for real. Ouija Bud, Stub D, Roy, Big Jar Groves, JC, Modern, Genetic, SoCal, Weedner, John, Last, PPG 15, Green County Grower, CJ, Apple, man, CJ, man, if you're listening, you were missed too, man. We were brought up several times as well. It is also always awesome hanging out with CJ. He is one cool dude as well as the Day Oneer. Perfectly imperfected. Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Saint Grower, DOA Grow, Men's Miss You 2, Brella, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Candace, Nutrients, Shootouts, Johnny Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Ovation Booths, Clover 420, Highs 5, Alterage 25, Miss Madam T, Stu Moon, Mo Grower, Kenny Great, Loki Gross, Cat, Sess, This Guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest, Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grower, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy Wood for Life, Laid Wayback Farmer, D Block, MMP Nations, Creations, Amber Lalana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big Dave 420, Brett Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Madawani G3, The Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lacey G, John B2 Crazy for UBG, WG420, Dr. Budswell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro Sensibilia, Arthro, Just Face 420, Beast Coast Grower 420, Sir How, Trey Valone, Keep It Real, Haggerton 420, Sub Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT Double E Grows, Pingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boyk, Jeff Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Randa Family Farms, Page Farms, Meow Flower, Ryan Henderson, 313, New Cell Block Wins, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane's Bed Garden, Streamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients. You were missed this weekend. Wish you were there. Mr. Greenpots, Mr. Green Doug from 619 to 664, Frankie Kruger Jones with the Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz Amy, Joe Grows, Cast, the Grow from Your Heart podcast, Lily Luna, the Green Men Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Looney, yeah, Jeremiah Miranda, it's gone right there. I gotta remember. Jeremiah Miranda, God damn it, Stony Creek. Man, I don't know who's there. Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil. Man, it was a pleasure hanging out with you as well. Jason Eyestone, fun weekend with you too. He's a fun guy to hang out with as well. P. Win, Dave, Kobe Mason, 662, Scroggy Me, Scroggy, Kaylee, Burrows, Chad, Brad, Family Parts, Polly P. Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Greacher Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Seeds, and Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Kane Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, 311 Mix Up, Kindred Rose, Evergreen Hayes, G's Friends, Tree, MMJ, Matt S.A. Ball, Dragonfly B, Justin Meds, Travis Walls, Lucky Mike, CL Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan for Blessed Coast Seeds, Django Gas, Obasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Troy Combs, you were missed as well, Boca King Raz, Pop Little, Soul Rose, Spiky Pilots, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, Indo 11, Stephanie B, Shark Coley 989, Bon Bronze, Hobbin Garner, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, Submit the chat, Mr. Manny D, Bag C, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shredder 911. Man, it was a pleasure meeting you, and the man, that sample you gave me was very nice. I greatly appreciated. Dutch Grower 420, Scallywag 420, Skillbo 1, Med Grower 1, Empire, Writing Co. Man, I can't wait to drop that Rolly, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B-Bear Sylvan, Ollie, Noble, CK Tom, Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Raptor, Groves, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Dora in Michigan, Corey, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Dump, 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, Cicada Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T Ben, Rude Nuts, 619, Dr. Scrambles, PB, Woonrock, GHF, Double J. Bio Green, Self Grower, Hanky Safety 420, OGKP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Be Growing, Nature's Best Nugs. Pleasure meeting you, my friend. Killer Bee Grows, Ganja Wizard, Oscar Gardens, Nut Tree 420. Pleasure meeting you as well. Dr. Ooh, Soil for Life, Billy for Life, the Jeffro 42069, Beavis 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn I'm Big Ted's Test. Griffin Fat Boy, Jack Greenstar, 420, 420, Boom Farm, Charlie's Farm, 420, Aldridge, 25, Smiley's Gardens. Always a pleasure hanging out with you, my friend. JD's, Miss D's, Nose, wish you were there. Smoking Grow Frazier, Grow Koski, Twisted Roots, wish I would seen you as well. Faded Farm, 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolved for Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Grosse, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Monday Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pep 420, Candy Trooper Mike, Mike Cat 420, Light It Up again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, thank you for popping in, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman Dan, Dankman 420, Red Center Farms, pleasure meeting you, or pleasure seeing you, not meeting you. Nice to see you again, brother. Good life. Joni Bell, Cheetah B, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420 Army, the American One, W Digger 714, Sharates, Kineos, Genetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire. Chris Mertz, Ian Save, Robbie, Sergeant Live, Happy Fade, Cam, Finger Lakes, Finest, Ridge Patch, Dozer Moons, other VT Growers, Choose Medical, Chair Bear plus one Mushroom Secret City Pioneers, my little 102042 Spacewalker Christian, Trump T Barrington, Heart Soul, Homegrown Mike B, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Farm, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross Kyle Paul, Lemon Hoko Trench, Rita's Juicy Life, 420 Grand Manual, Mary Van says Sammy Sizzle, 9-inch Colas, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Fishing Creator, Guru, Decayam Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wire, Dan, The Indoor Man, Gomies Homies, Hamilton Grows, Clip Smoke, Keystone, Canna Flag, PA, Big High, 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew Hustle, Fred Dirt, Carlos, North Arizona, Peter Grove, 420, No Sella, Jesse White, Gastain Yeti, Intervirgin, the next, Soso J, Vixen, Robin, Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercream, C Dub from NorCal, The Pharmacy Seed Bag, Zedhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Mother, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Fab Carries K, Mike Rubles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez. I love the rhythm of this song. I get up, slow to get up. Stu Moo, Popco 719, Bake with Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, BWC, Grow Buds, Floor Wash, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old School, Grower Chad West, Poet, Honcho Grown, Floor Nugs. Chad, I'm sorry I missed your show this weekend. My Little Piece of Heaven, Punchet Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Boom Spectrum, Wrong God, Lori Hanson, Real 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jam McBody Face, Show Me CS Watch, Fuck Google, and you. I'm going well, Canadian Radio Store, Power Dirt, Farmer Call Right, Zephyr, Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, Seldom Seen, Hope Park Girls, Hell, 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012. Pleasure to meet you, my friend. Michael Slave, Hefner, Daniel McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert Mr. Green Dingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Ranger Costa Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Bobby Lynn Beats, Trent Stiger, Mr. Mac, Tonya Bologna, Bill S. Weed Pete's, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, Huron, Fire Genex, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buzz and the Hazard, Mets Club 14, Bearded Review Man 616, Doll Up North, Max Ruman, Ruby, Timothy B. Kimmons, Neo, Justin B. Sochronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Kinabus 03, 03, Turf Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Will Steed, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, Whitefeller Grows, Burning Troops, Home Grows, Zank, The K-Man Grows, BX Gunna 81, Smith, Duke, No Grow, Noob Grows, Sean McCann, J Monk, Stay Contender, Walla Walla, Canna Grove, All Dog, Huron, Cannabis Council, Melissa Paris, Rock Fam, Justice Smith, 420, Ben Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, Highball, Your Man Grows, We Be Growing, but love all the man for the plants. Australian grows. If I did not get you, Argo Americans, My Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Hawaii's High, Surfcraft, Micro Goon, Jeff Lonefells, My Mobius Grows, Jake, Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle, Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green, 514, Amelia Jensen is coming back to the show for another spotlight with yours truly. Thank you, Amelia. Who else we got here? We're at Syndicate, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Roth, Matthew Gates, Seeds Bags, Ron Sour, Shotgun Willie, Dink, Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro, Grows, Clackaman, Scooby, DJ Connolly, Aaron the Grower, late 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jamie Daniels, Clackamas 420, Siki Colas, Dylan Steinford, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J.A. Dro, J420, Cascadian Grow, Toes McGee, 4 Plants A, Weedworks, Captain Scruggs, Skunky Bud, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Magassi Tempe, Annie N, D Urge, Chris Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose 11 Miles 11, Bindu Buds, Michael Ross Plenty, Richard Forbes, David Pimenta, B4 P Funk, Nick T, John Reach, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B Dunk Lee, James Chung, Sergeant Gross, 818, John Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna, El Tankerino, KNF Gardens, Blank 1032 One, Only Feed, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, Richard Lamb, HIP Row, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonders, Sunrise Grove, Top Floor, Genetics, Mole Vision 420, Can 2 Canvas, Jess Bishop, My Dog Nelly, Rooster Grows, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Money Cropper, January Rose Photos, Mint Grown Meds. There you go. That's who bought that pizza. Sunrise Grows, Lexi, Brittany, and Coo, my baby girls. No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemist, and Cannon Makes, Soilborn Addiction, Roz, Joel, Alex D, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sergeant Groves, 818, Blaze Daily, Fried Harbor, Perpetual, Eagle Proud Warrior, Sales Smiles for you, Frank Usada, The Dank Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Frank Usada, Stinkfat, What About Bob, Il Jester was firsties today, Pop Shrooms, John Gorski, Jen Doe, Dude Dungeon Gangsta, THC4, PTSD, T Barrington, Honcho Grown, Swamp Cat, Pack Pala Pow, man. Polaro, Kevla, Binka, Bessa, because Jen Dope, Mr. Manny D, Canna, Ferrari, 20 AB Normal, Frank Guerrero, Bare Feet, Ray J, Brent, 74, CK, Brown Guy, 420, Pachyderm, 420, Burning Tree, Maine, EA, Ray Sun, Bro, 207, Hydro Daily, Hempwood, GG was in chat today, Jamie Rain, Supreme, Great, Stony Rockefeller, hopefully you had a safe trip home, my friend, Caveman Cannabis, Brew City Sin, Hawaii Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic, Knuckles P, Michael P, Polly B, Quick B, Nimble, Bud, Kilowatts, Michael D, 4889, Disbanded Brothers, Macilia, Matt Joseph, Grace Kelly, Medicine, RX, Keeping Chief Hydro Daily, Concerned American Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joynswood, D's Tree, Ganja Sudoku, 710 is all upside down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria, What About Bob, Sacred Gardens, Gus Gross, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, David, St. Louis, Amu Watts, Castaigne Yeti, and Bren, MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid, Terps, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Moso, Matthew Sogel, Sue from Illinois, Man Beaters, Jinx Proof, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel and Jen from North Star Genetics, Caroline, Mr. N. Cry, PTAB, Lil 13, Brew, Beyond Perfection, Uncle Stoner, Crispy Treat Kitchen, Growers Paradise, LAD Grown Gardens, Iceni Clan, Decoy Bacon, Mr. Scotto, Fresh Baked One, Jay Allen. It was a pleasure to meet you, my friend. Canada, Jolly Canada, Australian Grown, you 420 Gardens, man. We need to reschedule you, dude. Daniel, Phil, Nowhere, man. Silly. I'm sorry, let me see that one. Selling, Sally, silly seashells. Oh, man. I do love you guys for that. Wob Wobby, Sean Benz, Rescue Ready Roadside, Notorious Nug, Magazine, Father and Son Tutorials. Trimming tutorials, that is. No, Dub T Dank, Jose Ramirez, Perez, Doggo the Hut, 420, Buck Cheaper Man, DR, 420 community videos. I didn't see you, but hopefully you are. Chat DML, cheers. Man, I can't believe you haven't got that package. I'm gonna try to look for that fucking tracking number today. Hopefully we get that shit gets there, man. I'm tired of, man. I gotta get you guys to overseas taken care of with a better shipping method. Louis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captain Rod, Cheddar Bob 13, Maine, 420 Men Grader, Cookies Coop, Jake Kendricks, and for the grill. Backwoods, all good, man. Always a pleasure seeing you, my friend. Always a pleasure. We need to get you on the show because you're one cool fucking dude. Sally Mansell, Adam Skankins, Chanel Simpson, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roach, Kazoo, Aaron Burning Shoes. Pleasure seeing you fucking Kazoo. Man, I always like hanging out with Kazoo, man. That is one genuinely awesome dude right there. Mr. Lincoln Stinkin, Angel Studios, MG. The 420 Grove Tent was here tonight. Cheers. Hopefully you're still listening. Paul DL, John Fleming, Dankovich, Vibro Falling, Holly P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Eleni Organic, Sun Man, Chiba Sunny, the Jeff Popolic, Ricardo Sosa, J&J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, fuck all that, the Misfit Grower, John, Jason Lion 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Gravestone, Stoner Baker MD, Stony Creek, Russ, Son, French Dweller, Tarzan Superman, Old Man, Hermit Hash, Free Bird, Mo Grower, Manigar, Simple Man, Survival One Time, Tim Blake, Off Coast Chronic, Stink Fat, Caballero, Polero, Harley Grower, Jen God, Jason Line 512 again for the fuck of it. Jason Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Hayes, School Steve Speaks, J.R. Room, Randy K, Steve Collins, again, TCDR. Cheers to you, brother. Hopefully you are doing well. Claire Killian, Wardrobe Bonnie, Randy Grande, Piff 1000, Ace, Boo 3223. I'm sorry I missed you, man. You should have got me, man. You should have got me. Wake up, Captain Freedom Bee, Puffin Smiles, 15 Digit, Michigan Ganja Mooch, Has, Fred G, Super Bob, Mike, Steve 562, Ganja, James Chrysler, Green Ghost, Genetics, Zenzola, B. Benson, Astro Charlie. It was a pleasure meeting you, my friend. Sativa Smurf or GTC. Hey, Dr. Bush, or Bush Doctor, that is. Dirty Hogard. That's funny. TK James. James D. Weaver. Cheers, James. Grow Ohms, Corey Gagnon, Green Hill Farm, Hillbilly Herb, Tasty Worm Turd, Skunky Brewster, UBF, Larry OG, Abolish Farms, Spartan Grown, of course, Michigan Wildflower, Johnny Green Thumb 710. Please give the head to them. Oh man, that amazing music was awesome this weekend. And again, man, I can't thank you enough. But we just can never ever forget Mr. Wheatus 207. Cheers to you, my friend. Hopefully, all you guys have had an amazing weekend as well. Hopefully, you got your batteries charged as much as I did, man. I could not thank all of you for showing up. The people that did, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there this weekend and showing me, reminding me, and showing others exactly how amazing this Michigan community can be when it comes to cannabis. So thank you all. Thank you all. With that being said, if this is the end of your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, Have an amazing day. Do something nice for yourself. You can't love others until you love yourself. That is for sure. For sure. So love yourself. Then take time to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Simple compliments, doors open, going to events and spending time with some people like myself. Thank you. It's so easy to do, man, and means so much. And I'm not afraid to admit it. Random acts of kindness has had a huge impact on me, and hopefully it does you too. With that being said, enjoy your day. Get some rest if you're just falling out. But man, have a great day. I love you guys. I'll see you tonight. Wormhole. It's Monday. Kick off an amazing week.